Earlier this month, South Dakota State staff and students played taps in front of the university's student union 22 times throughout the day. The gesture is meant to bring awareness to the 22 veterans who die by suicide every day across the country.
In Brookings, at any given time, there are roughly 500 veterans on SDSU's campus. The university has lost student veterans and members of ROTC to suicide.
It's working hard to prevent future tragedies. In tonight's Eye on KELOLAND, Matt Holson introduces you to a former soldier who's experienced PTSD and how SDSU's new Warrior Wellness Committee is providing events to make sure military members are leading healthy lives.
Connie Johnson is a Jackrabbit grad and a veteran coordinator at SDSU. An Army veteran herself, she knows some of the struggles her fellow service members can face.
The bomb didn't happen in Iraq only. It happened every single day, all the time, and I couldn't stop it.
Shrapnel from an improvised explosive device hit the Purple Heart recipient in the neck during a deployment to Iraq right after 9/11.
It hit me here and then cut here, and like my arteries right here.
While she has physical scars, she didn't talk about the mental effect it had on her for years.
You know, someone as simple as throwing a cigarette out their window, which seems very harmless for them, although they're littering, that rolls under my car, and bam, back in Iraq, blowing in my face. And it's challenging because that's still there.
Johnson says it took events like the ones the SDSU Veterans Affairs Office hosts to get her to share her experiences with PTSD.
You know, I was constantly moving because when I was quiet, that's when they were creeping up on me.
While some veterans turn to drugs and alcohol or anxiety and isolation during difficult times, others try to keep themselves busy. A new Warrior Wellness Committee at SDSU is hoping to help. The school's VA office director, Russ Chavez, says it's made up of his staff as well as mental health experts and ROTC members.
We wanted to make sure that the health and the resiliency of our veterans and ROTC, both ROTC, Army and Air Force ROTC, are being taken care of, and that they're not only physically fit, obviously, but mentally as well.
From a Warrior Wellness speaker series to a book club, as well as Horses for Heroes and more, the committee is coming up with ideas to include veterans. They want to connect those who served and are serving to each other and the resources on campus.
We let them know exactly what we have going on, counseling services, anything that we can do to make it easier on them and make it to where they get to that degree, or just good mental health.
Marine veteran David Shepard is studying natural resource law enforcement. The junior often takes advantage of the Veterans Resource Center on the north side of Brown Hall.
It's nice to have this area available.
We call it the VARC, the Veteran Affairs and Resource Center. Our veterans are able to come in, they can tap in anytime, 24/7. We have computers set up for them, some study area, I always have coffee on for them. We got a little TV and a relaxing area if they just need to get away from a roommate or whatnot, something to kind of chill out a little bit.
Shepard enjoys being surrounded by fellow vets.
It's about as close to a family as you can get without actually being related by blood. I mean, there's relationships that you build within a short period of time that most people don't develop within a lifetime.
While he's been deployed to Afghanistan, he says he's handling his transition out of the military well. He says he's listened to several veterans when they just need someone to talk to.
Probably one of the worst things you can do is have somebody say they have a concern about something and then just go, oh yeah, that's great, and just kind of leave it at that. You don't say, well, what's going on, or you don't find out more about what it is, what their issues are.
Shepard is glad SDSU is bringing veterans together on campus.
People might learn that there's people that are going through the same thing, so they have somebody else to talk to.
And that's the point, getting everyone to open up about their mental and physical challenges.
All over the country, people struggle with that. They just don't say anything. And I didn't for years and years and years and years until it got to the point where I had to in order to keep moving forward.
With Eye on KELOLAND, I'm Matt Holson.
Tomorrow, Sioux Falls, Washington graduate and former South Dakota National Guardsman Chris Mercado will be at SDSU as part of the Warrior Wellness Speaker Series. He will talk with veterans about the mental health issues they might face when returning to civilian life. If you would like to learn more about the visit or the veterans resources at SDSU, just go to this story at KELOLAND.com.